Where we go here, Des Kelly.
Mine is eco-tourism. It sounds a bit weird. You fly halfway round the world.
I want to hug you. That's brilliant.
You fly halfway round the world to see an unspoilt wilderness, only to find it was unspoilt until a load of Nigels and Fenellas from Fulham decided to turn up and connect with Mother Earth.
Absolutely.
So they burn a hole in the ozone layer to see if the ice caps are melting. This week, 150 eco-tourists made a trip to Antarctica and marked their eco-friendly journey by leaving a 2,400-ton ship embedded in an iceberg. Now, they were surprised by the iceberg because they'd gone to see them all melt. So now their contribution to the environment down there is the polar bears can now play in the casino on board the luxury cruise liner. So I want these people to own up. They're not there to save the planet or even to sort of respect the planet. They're there to gawp like the rest of us, and they should be banned.
Absolutely. Wonderful answer. Wonderful answer. Greg Brady.
I don't think this is going too far, but I will say I debated back and forth about bringing this up, and I noticed this when I was over in the UK, but the Diana inquiry had just gotten going at the Royal Courts of Justice back in early October. Still a lot of news about it, and I don't get what we're still trying to find out about what happened. It seems pretty cut and dry to me, and maybe I think Americans get such a bad rep as conspiracy theorists, whether it's John Kennedy, whether it's Bobby Kennedy, whether it's John Lennon. But this seems like a pretty cut-and-dried case of a car accident and a drunk driver. And maybe it's me. I realize what Diana meant to the country. I realize it's been 10 years. But don't we all want to let this go and move on?
Took a while to get a serious answer out of Greg, but it's happened 4 years into Fight and Talk. There you go. Paul.
People who overuse the word genius. Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is a genius. Mozart is a genius. Lionel Messi is a very good footballer. That being said, Christopher Biggins is a genius. How anyone can survive that many years in show business with no discernible talent for anything in particular? How has he been off our screens? It's been 25 years since Rentaghost. And not only that, he has been able to be his own man in the company of pampered prima donnas this week. Brian Barwick, Biggins is your man.
Oh, I love it. Final scores. Who has a clue who's in the final at this stage? Well, wonderful scores all round. 59 points for Ewan on his debut. Thought that was wonderfully well done. He's in the final though, so ultimately you go home a loser. As does Paul, who's finished on 60 points. There you go, because I told you these guys know how to get the points to fin Indefensible. Greg and Des on 61 points each. That's how close Paul and Ewan came. We definitely want both of you back. Yeah, Paul, anytime. Ewan, you got a wee gap next May. I'm only joking. Right, boys, this will be good because I can see his future Fight and Talk heavyweight. So this is how the final works. Watch and observe. Greg's on ISDN. It's harder for him. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay. So 20 seconds to defend the Indefensible. It's as simple as that. And I tell you what we're going to do, just to make it nice. We're going to let Paul and Ewan pick who wins today, right? It's a debutante. So how's that? I never pass over that. I'm going to pass over my role as judge and jury, and I'm going to let you two pick. Okay, 20 seconds to defend this. Greg, for me, this has been the best fighting talk ever. Two gay men in the same show.
Well, and here's the problem. I need 40 seconds to defend this, not 20. When I'm there in studio, you get all these, hunky heterosexual guys, like Gary O'Reilly. I mean, God, the guy is cut like a freaking steak, and now some kind of pot roast or something. And now this is what you do. You got two hunk of burning man love over there, and I'm stuck here in Detroit.
I love the fact at the start he implied the other gay man was him, and then deflected it towards Des. Right. Des, 20 seconds to defend this. I'm worried about the stolen child benefit data discs, as my details are on there at least 7 times.
I've never. I've gone from being. I think you're absolutely right. I've done this to counter the accusation that Greg Brady has clearly made that I am in some way homosexual, and it is clear from my extremely tight trousers that I do not swing both ways even. So I think you'll find that my name is on all of those discs, and if anyone could find them and return them to me, courtesy of.
Okay, that's great, guys. I'll leave it to Paul and Ewan to decide who's going to win. Greg, it is fantastic. Well done today. Bob Mills, Martin Kellner, Tom Watt and Hazel Irvine are on next week. As far as those four go, I'll leave the gay count to you. See you